restore. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Arizona State's offense will start this game off with the football. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today.
Turning on the Jets. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Udo. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levin. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Horned Frogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Works the middle of the field.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Horned Frogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the air on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Just someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go with a direct snap. Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it. Showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side now. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. This time on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Fires to the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Pocket breaking down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. On the move and looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To throw, it's Hoover. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working on the right. There he goes. Oh, not a spec. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
There's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Swings it out to the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Trying to get behind the defense. Grabs it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! How efficient resilient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there today in Tempe than you do? And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One
play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that stuff to the ground.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Hey, this offense, man, they talk about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And that is no good. Penalty marker on the field, and the kicker's going to get another go at it, this time a little closer. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Now from inside the red zone. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, TCU! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
It's second down.
The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air. It's Levitt. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Sun Devils need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Sends it back in motion. The offense changing the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Look out, he's got room. Got room on the return. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the second level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the two-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to pass, it's Levitt. The short hands, it's Moss. Turns it on in midfield. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And the defense got it.
And that's a great job by this.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for room, it's Udo. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
On the run, still looking. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Run in the red zone, it's Udo. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. They wrap him up, and boy, that comes when the defense needed it the most. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
He got it.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking left. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Offense, quick tempo.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Running behind that left side. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Makes the grab. It's Tyson. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Udo. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Wide open spaces. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Tyson. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Oh, he's got a chance. Makes him talk to the hand. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the option. He'll toss it. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Really good job by this defense, man. 4th down and short. Great job playing the quarterback first. That's the most important part of the option. Don't let him get downhill. Now it gets to the pitchman. It gets a little bit outside. They run to the football and get the big stop on 4th down.
No good. Still up by 8 after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air, it's Hoover. Catch in the middle, it's McAllister. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a 1st down.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the 4th quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds, and save yourself clock.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. The throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's James. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sun Devils hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. To the air, it's Levin. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games.